Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is Katie Bagli with us, a renowned author. I am a representative from, hi. I am a representative from Positive Day, a venture by Nia Creation, and Katie Bagli, ma'am, is a motivator of the month. Okay, ma'am. So, would you like to share us about your journey, your beautiful journey?
Oh, well, I'm almost into 70 years, you can say. And I've always been happy, but the last few years I've been very happy
Okay.
because I actually found my niche in life.
Okay.
Um, I've always been interacting with children, and to interact with children, there is some energy you get. There is an exchange of energy, and you feel like a
Definitely.
child at
Definitely.
heart. Yes, but then I started writing books for children since 2012,
Wow.
and that's when I found that this is what I've always wanted to do, and why didn't I start earlier? So
Beautiful.
I'm not resenting that I didn't start early, because earlier also I was with children, interacting with them. I was, giving private tutoring, and we always used to laugh, exchange jokes, and that
Yeah.
has always kept me happy. But then writing books for children is a sense of fulfillment. You
Right.
feel you feel really, really very satisfied, and then this also involves lots more interaction with children, because once you write a book, you're called by schools, you have to tell stories, you have to conduct workshops, you go for their literature fairs. So it's just fun all the way.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now that you've said about in 2012, you decided to start writing, authoring your book. So, would you like to tell us about some of your work? Would you like to focus some light on it and the books you have authored?
See, I'll tell you how it all actually happened.
Yeah.
Around 2011, you can say, or 2010, I found I had lots more time on my hands because my children were settled. One of them was married, one of them was in college, and I had time for myself, I can say. So I began involving myself very actively with Bombay Natural History Society. I've always been interested in nature, but then I started, there is this forest in Mumbai's backyard where BNHS, which is Bombay Natural History Society,
Yes.
has a building which they call Conservation Education Center. So they conduct some courses over there, and I became a volunteer over there. So, hey presto, my life changed. I took up courses in ornithology and entomology and biodiversity and whatnot. And I found there was so much in nature that I had to write about it. I started writing stories about whatever I saw. I made up stories woven around the facts that I learned and I absorbed. And then my friends were instrumental actually. They started telling me, why don't you publish these stories into books? I used to exchange my stories. Especially one of my friends, a dear, dear friend, she's now in her 80s. She told me, if you publish a book, I'll be the first to buy it. That's what set the ball rolling. And I decided to publish my books, and then there was no looking back. And I'm still writing, and I'm still hoping to publish more and more. So between 2012 and now, I've come out with 23 books. I would have come out with more if this lockdown hadn't happened. But now slowly things are easing up. So some new books are on the anvil. So
Wonderful, wonderful. We talking about nature. We have noticed that you have mentioned a lot of unusual animals or plants which are usually not talked about in the books. So this is how
yeah,
the kids
yes,
endeavor into the other aspect of nature.
correct, right. Because I mean, this about the lives of animals and plants is hardly there. First of all, in the school curriculum, if you go to see, it is something which is added on. Something extra which is considered in schools. But anyway, children must know about it because there is so much, and nature is so fascinating. You learn so much from nature.
Right.
So that's the thing. And that's why most of my books, out of 23 books, 21 books are on stories woven around nature.
Right,
Yes.
right. Okay, and also, ma'am, you started your authoring your books, your career on the later life, in the later edge of your life. So, what exactly motivated you, to begin at that stage?
To become an author?
Yeah,
No.
so you were probably past 60, right? When you decided
Yes.
to pen down your
Yes.
book. So,
Right.
at 60, being a
No,
female,
I must have been about 50, 57 or so, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, but that's a big number,
Yeah,
to
58.
that's
Yeah.
it's again a milestone to begin something at that age. So, what
To
motivated you?
begin. It just happened very smoothly. It just happened naturally. I
Okay,
don't know what. But as I told you, it was all there. It was so exciting to go to the forest and discover something, and then you want to write about it. And, that's what just led me on. It was as if I was meant to do it,
beautiful.
and I didn't have to really take any efforts to get into it,
Okay,
fortunately.
okay. Ma'am, is there any particular work pattern you have, or is there some process that you go through while you're writing your book, while you're understanding the book?
Um, Actually, no, I'm not a very organized person. But yeah, okay, the first thing I do is I get the fact, I get the idea, and then I think of how I should put it into a story form. I'll give you one example. One of the first stories I wrote, it was my very first book, Birds of Different Feathers. So it was all about birds. And we had learned in PNHS that there is a bird, the shrike bird, which is a carnivorous bird, and it collects all sorts of insects and caterpillars and dragonflies and lizards, and then it roosts on a tree which has spines. So it will collect more than it needs to eat, and all those extra whatever it has caught, it pierces them into the spines of the tree. It impales them and lets them hang from the tree. And so it is a larder for the future. So the tree looks like a little butcher shop. And that's
Yeah.
why it's also called a butcher bird. So I decided, why not write a story about this bird finding a tree in a vegetarian colony where there are all the birds are vegetarians. And then they react to this bird being a non-veg in their midst. That is how, things start. So there are so many facts in nature which can just lead you on into a story. And then the children come to realize, yes, this is a shrike. It's a carnivorous bird. It's non-vegetarian. Then through the story, they get to learn a lot.
So
So
beautifully
that is
have
the
amalgamated the nature as well as the human society together.
yeah. It's fun to do it.
Okay, ma'am. I'm more now that I've been talking to you, I've heard a lot about you from Peanut, ma'am, as well. You look full of energy, full of positivities beaming out of you from all the edges. I mean, what's your secret ingredient?
I don't know. It's just be happy, do things from the heart,
Okay.
and maybe you don't have adverse thoughts in your head. I don't want to cram my head with any adverse thoughts, even about the corona. So many people are positive, so I don't look into all those bits of information. Life has to go on, it will go on. Not worried about all that. Let's not worry about it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is there a book you're recently working on or ongoing project?
Ongoing project.
Yeah.
Yes, in fact, I have co-authored a book with a dear friend of mine, which is all to do about, you know, it's a book of poems,
Oh,
and the poems are written on the different vegetables and fruits and spices we have in our kitchen, because children hardly know anything about the kitchen. All they see is your nanny or your mummy serving you in the plate.
yeah.
But where has it come from? What is the history behind that tomato or the potato? So all this in a fun manner, we have put it together with illustrations, and we are hoping to come out with that book very soon.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. It's and a message that you would like to give our readers. This pandemic time, there are people who are hit by drawback, or a beautiful message that you would like to give us. Like even at this stage, you're inspiring, motivating, and working, going ahead. So we could be inspired by you as well. So any message?
Well, I think I would like to give the message, uh, be brave, don't be afraid. Because once you're afraid, different chemicals work in your body. You can lose your immunity by being afraid, by being paranoid. So
Right.
don't be paranoid, be calm, be happy, and be positive. Even if you get the COVID, so what? You come out of it. Everyone will get it one day. So we are living in times when technology and medicine has made a lot of advancement. Things
Right.
will take care of themselves. The planet, nature will take care of everything.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
don't worry.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. I'm honored to have this conversation with you. It was such a wonderful session. I'm having my goosebumps, you know. I'm talking to you so inspired and motivated. I just hope that I get half of your energy when I grow old and be all
Surely,
positive just like you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
don't worry. You will definitely, all the people who are listening or watching, take care and stay safe and stay healthy. Be happy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
most welcome.